Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Back here at the fifth and final game of the 38 above division of your Advocatus League Season 5. The battle between the Magis Juris versus Regis. Magis Juris leading by 3. Here's the Magis Juris. Drive, a miss, offensive rebound. Ball are moving well for Magis Juris. Offensive rebound, put back miss. Here's Regis. And MJ Bayang with that pull-up jumper. Right now, for Magis Juris, I'm not seeing the presence of their point guard, Romel Nardo. Also, Justice Bienvenido Almonte, or rather Justice Raul Bautista Villanueva, and Justice Maidas Marquez. It's a drive by Bayang. Bayang will score and Regis will take a 1-point lead. Ian Ramoso, Jacob Montesa on the post is Paras. There's a 3-point attempt, a miss. Bayang with the rebound. Bayang will be fouled by Ramoso. While for Regis, I'm not seeing BJ Palatao. So let's check the starting five for both teams. We have MJ Bayang on the 15-foot line. Ed Balawag. Jerome Plojo. Number 43, Glenn Ocampo. And completing that lineup is Dandy Grapil. While for the Magis Juris, we have Deo Natividad, Romulo Paras Jr., number 41, Bartolome, Ian Ramoso, and Jacob Montesa will tie that ball game with a 3. Game is tied at 6. Balawag, Plojo. Back to, they go to the post. This Balawag for 3. Good line, but a miss. MJ Bayang pulls up a jumper, nothing but net. All 8 points for Regis coming from MJ Bayang. Paras. Cross court. Another 3 on its way. Ramoso keeps that ball alive. Here's Romulo Paras on the drive. Paras miss, gets his own miss, and that put back plus a foul. Basket will count for Romulo Paras. And Grapil will be called for that foul. Joel Aliling checks in for Glenn Ocampo. Also checking in number 10, Jake Pocio for Plojo. Bonus free throw for Romulo Paras. And he missed that free throw. And a missed three-pointer coming from Eli Basig. Bartolome, short. MJ Bayang. 4 minutes and 7 remaining. Game is tied at 8. Bayang pass. Osho. And Aliling will miss that one. Here's Natividad. Natividad on the attack. Goes hard. Partially blocked from behind. Grapel secures the letter. Here's Eli Basig to MJ Bayang. MJ pulls up a 3 short. Ramoso, long rebound. Bartolome. And that ball behind the back. He will be fouled, and Montesa will be replaced by Jonathan Locke. Grapel will also take a rest. Checking back in, number 18, Jerome Plojo. Bartolome misses. Eli Basig. Here's Natividad. Bayang with the steal. MJ Bayang. Traveling will be called on MJ Bayang. Good defense coming from Ramoso. And Ramoso will take his rest as Edil Wasip Badiri checking in. Lock. Badiri for 3, short. Dayo Natividad, offensive rebound. Gives it to Paras. Here's Bartolome, corner 3. Almost. Last touch will be on Dayo Natividad. MJ Bayang, air ball. Oh, it was a pass. Badiri, entry pass. Bartolome, quick find, quick pass, quick hit, and a quick 2 points from Magis Juris. Here's Basig. Bayang. Flojo. Aliling pulls up a jumper. And Bartolome with the rebound. Here's Deo Natividad. Deo waits for Jonathan Locke. Jonathan Locke waiting for the rest of the Juris. Traveling will be called. Checking in is Skip Villanueva, replacing MJ Bayang. A minute and 3 seconds remaining. Eli Basig. Bartolome with the steal. Bartolome tries to escape the defense, but he will not succeed. Eli Basig. Too strong. Deo Natividad. Bartolome. Lead pass. Badiri miss. Alilen gets that rebound. Here's Plojo. Plojo pulls up a free throw jumper. He will miss. Gets his own miss. Drives. Lefty layup. Short. And Plojo tries to recover that miss. But that ball went out of bounds. Lock. 10 to shoot. Jonathan Locke. First attempt miss. Aliling. Basig. 3 to shoot. Buzzer beater 3. And at the end of the first quarter, a low scoring ball game, 10 to 8. We will be coming back. As we come back here at the Gameville Ballpark, as we are seeing some of the highlights of the first quarter, Magis Juris enjoying a 2-point lead. So again, there's no Warlito Gogolin and Romel Nardo. Here's a steal. MJ Bayang on the run. MJ will score and tie this ball game. Montesa, Toma Cruz, Badiri, Jonathan Locke, good line, and a 3-point basket coming from Jonathan Locke. MJ Bayang, entry pass inside. Aliling, this time he will make that midi jumper. Badiri, Jonathan Locke, Q, and Badiri overshoots that one. Foul is whistled.
Foul on number 87. Young Malone is first.
Against Keanu Laure.
Shot up 16 seconds.
16 to shoot. 1-point lead. Corner 3, open. Ocampo in and out on that shot. Montesa with the basketball. Q Laure. Badiri pegs. Running shot and an offensive foul will be called on Gerard Toma Cruz.
That's a foul on number 14. Gerard Toma Cruz is first.
Traveling will be called on Grapel. Good defense coming from Toma Cruz, forcing that turnover is Jacob Montesa. Keanu Laure goes to Toma Cruz on the post. Toma Cruz running shot, miss. Badiri gets that offensive rebound. Jonathan Locke, back-to-back three. Jonathan Locke having that touch beyond the arc. Here's MJ Bayang. Pass it to Ocampo. And Ocampo misses. Montesa. Laure. Open on the 15 elbow and scores his first 2 points in this ball game. And Regis calling a timeout. 18 to 12. 16:36 remaining. Will be coming back. Back into the game, Eli Basig misses. That ball goes to Magis. Here's Badiri, overshoots. is Glenn Ocampo. Another miss from the Regis. Montesa. Jonathan Locke. He check! 3 out. We'll make it 3 out of 4 for Jonathan Locke, but that is after missing the first, hitting 3 consecutive 3-pointer. Tries to retaliate, number 33, Kennard Pua. Here's MJ Bayang finding Aliling to Pua, and basket will count for Kennard Pua. Foul will be called against Ian Ramoso. That will be his first. Second team foul for Magis Juris, Kennard Pua. Completing the 3-point play. Quijano Laure tries his own 3, he'll miss, long rebound. Badiri used that glass and scores a 2. That's Edil Wasip Badiri. 8-point lead by Magis Juris. Kennard Pua partially blocked by Ramoso. Ramoso getting that loose ball. Here's Jonathan Locke. Badiri. Ball fake. Badiri attacks. Badiri uses step, but he will miss that shot. MJ Bayang against Laure, and MJ will score a 2. Jacob Montesa slowing down the game. Montesa, Jonathan Locke, faking, Jonathan Locke, this time he will miss. Keanu Laure keeping that ball alive, getting that offensive rebound. Here's Montesa, Jacob Ramoso tapping that ball. Keanu Laure, Montesa again, this time a bit closer. And Badiri will foul. And Bartolome, Natividad, and Paras replacing Badiri, Locke, and Laure. 3:33 remaining. Bayang, Aliling, Grapil, miss. And a pushing foul will be called against Dandy Grapil. Second foul on Dandy Grapil. First team foul for Regis. Bartolome loses that ball. Here's MJ Bayang guarded by Deo Natividad and Ramoso. And MJ Bayang scores a layup. That will be a turnover. Unforced error. And checking in is Ed Balawag for Eli Basig. Also Ploho checks back in for Aliling. Miss Bartolome to the running Natividad, and he will miss that pass break, gets his own miss, and Natividad will be fouled and he'll be shooting 2 free throws.
Ball on number 18. Dylan Flores first.
Ploho will be called for his first personal. While Deo Natividad will be shooting 2 free throws. Making the first. Missed the second. Speciality for Deo. MJ finding Pua, Kennard Pua. Misses. And Kennard Pua will be called for a blocking foul.
Blocking foul on number 33, Kennard Pua is first.
A minute and 40 remaining here in the second quarter. Ian Ramoso. Kaya na, or Bartolome Paras. Kaboom! Romulo Paras. The Nikola Jokic of the Advocatus season 5. The stretch 5 of Magis Juris. They turned that ball over. And MJ Bayang scores another 2. Here's the lead pass. Natividad against Grapil. Natividad will miss. Good defense coming from Dandy Grapil. Kennard Pua loses that ball. Bartolome. Deo Natividad will score on that pass break. MJ Bayang attacks and he will travel. Again, same foot landing. Montesa. Gives it to Paras. 1 second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Romulo Paras. Montesa. Ramoso. Paras. Open at the corner. Paras. Buzzer beater. And the Joker, Nikola Jokic of Magis Juris. Romulo Paras scores another basket. And we will end the first quarter 29-20, or the first half 29-21. We'll be coming back. As we come back here at the Gameville Ballpark in Sheridan Street, Mandaluyong City, your Advocatus League Season 5 38 above division is presented to you by Sam's Sports Plus.ph and powered by KOTC, the Kings of the Court. Coach John Hapo is giving you the live action here as MJ Bayang on the drive was foul and be shooting 2 free throws. MJ missing the first. Ten-point lead by Magis Juris. Misses both free throw. Toma Cruz. Montesa. He will slow down the game. He will not rush up or force display. Toma Cruz for 3. MJ Bayang with the rebound. Eli Basig. Pulls up. Miss. Keano. Rebound. Montesa. Jacob. Badiri. Almost a steal. Jonathan Locke on the drive. But Toma Cruz getting that offensive rebound. Keano Laure. Laure. Corner shot. Miss. Glenn Ocampo with the rebound. And MJ Bayang scoring on that layup. Keanu Laure. Badiri. Misses. Idil Wasep Badiri. Getting his own miss and scoring another basket. Still a 10-point lead. MJ Bayang pulls up a 3. Kaboom! MJ Bayang cutting that lead to just 7. Jacob Montesa. Jonathan Locke. 3 out of 5 now on the 15-foot line, or rather on the rainbow territory. I'll make it 3 out of 6 on the rainbow territory. Rebound by Jonathan Locke. Badiri. Montesa. Jacob. Waits for the rest of the Juris. Keanu Laure takes his time and convert that 3. And back again to a 10-point lead. Basig. Eli. Toma Cruz with the rebound. Montesa. Keanu Laure. Toma Cruz. Good line, but a bit short for Gerard Toma Cruz. And MJ Bayang with another 3-pointer. Back-to-back 3-pointer for MJ Bayang. Oh, miscue. As Romulo Paras checks back in. Kenneth Pua also checks in. Bartolome also inside. MJ Bayang! 3 straight 3-pointer. Tumingin pa sa camera yon. Just now a 4-point lead by the Magis Juris. Bartolome will retaliate, but he will miss. MJ Bayang again with the ball. MJ going for his 4th 3-pointer, and he will pitch that foul.
Foul on number 3. That's his first substitution.
Grapil and Balawag checks back in for Ocampo and Basig. MJ Bayang 3 free throws. One of the high-scoring player here. Scoring leader here in the Season 5 of the 38 above division. Two out of 2. Last visit he was 0 out of 2. Now 2 out of 2. And rebound for Balawag. MJ Bayang. He checked! And the game, and they will take the lead. 37-36. It's an 11-0 run by MJ Bayang. Paras. Bartolome. 7 to shoot. Deo Natividad pulls up, miss. Romulo Paras muscles his way. Ball will stay with Magis Juris. And the Magis Juris calling a timeout. We will be back. Coming back to the game, and Bartolome breaking the ice, scoring that 3. Bayang will be called again for a traveling. Taking that extra step to escape the defense. Montesa. Bartolome. Grapel with the rebound. MJ Bayang. And that will be a blocking foul on Bartolome. A bit delay on the help.
Line foul on number 41. Ryan Bartolome's first.
Ryan Bartolome's first personal foul. MJ Bayang in this quarter alone is shooting 2 out of 4 or 2 out of 6. Make it 3 out of 7. But 3 out of 4 from the 3-point area in this quarter. Bartolome cross court. Montesa, he will be hit on the head
Follow on number 6.
by Dandy Grapil.
Danny Gravel is third.
So it's going to be 2 free throws for Jacob Montesa the second. Bit strong on the purse. Using that glass. 2-point lead by Magis Juris. Is Bayang. Rebound by Ryan Bartolome. Bartolome to Jacob Montesa. Ryan taking that three. Guarded by Pua. Pulls up a jumper. Overshoots that one. Balawag. Here's MJ Bayang. Blocked by Ramoso. Paras. Bartolome drives that baseline, kicks out. Jacob Montesa wide open, a bit to the left. Deo Natividad, offensive rebound, short. Bartolome with that putback reverse. And a timeout will be called by Regis as a 4-point lead is being built again by Magis Juris. Will be coming back. As we go back to the ball game, MJ Bayang with the basketball. MJ pulls up. Good defense coming from Montesa. Deo Natividad all alone. And it's a 6-point lead. Here's Pocho. Pulls up a jumper. Miss. Quijano. Another rebound. Deo Natividad. Ryan Bartolome. Bartolome. Natividad. Drives. He travels before going with that dribble. And that's a turnover. A minute and 30 on the clock. Basig, Pocho. Natividad, last touch. Eli Basig. And Aliling. Joel missing that mid-range jumper. Is Romulo Paras. Jacob Montesa, corner three. And rebound for Glenn Ocampo. Eli Basig. Eli. Pocho pulls up jumper. Miss. And Kenneth Pua also misses. And Liling partially blocked there by Bartolome. Ryan does that baseline and he will travel. Same put landing. $19 on the shot clock. This might be the last possession of this quarter. Kenneth Pua driving to the baseline and will end the third quarter with a 6-point lead by Magis Juris. We will be back for the fourth and final quarter. This is the start of the fourth and final quarter. Magis Juris enjoying a 6-point lead. Here's Edil Wasip Badiri, loses the handle. MJ Bayang. Let's check the 5 on this fourth and final quarter. Eli Basig finding the bottom of the net, cutting the lead to 3. Eli Basig. We have Jake Posho, MJ Bayang, Glenn Ocampo, and Joel Aliling for Regis, while Deo Natividad, Ian Ramoso, Jonathan Locke, Romulo Paras Jr., and Edil Wasip Badiri for the Magis Juris, and that will be a traveling violation. A chance now for the Regis to cut the lead to just 1 or even tie this ball game if they can hit that shot way beyond the arc. Here's Glenn Ocampo for the tie. He will miss. Long rebound to Deo Natividad. Jonathan Locke on the fast break. They will slow down the game. Romulo Paras. The Nikola Jokic of Advocatus. Badiri miss. Battle for the rebound. Last touch on the Magis Juris. Possession goes to Regis. Eli Basig. Eli. MJ asking for that pick. They go to the corner. Posho being doubled. Glenn Ocampo. Eli Basig. Eli drives. Steer drop. Miss. Romulo Paras getting that ball from the rebound of Ian Ramoso. Paras. Entry pass inside. Partially blocked by Bayang. And Joel Aliling gives it to Basig. 3-on-2. Posho in the land of the giant. He will be blocked, but that ball will hit his leg before it went out. Jonathan Locke for 3. Long rebound to Jonathan Locke. Locke drives. Badiri spins. Baseline. Set up shot. Miss. Last touch on Deo Natividad. Kenneth Pua for Joel Aliling, while Dandy Grapel for Jake Posho. Quijano Laure replacing Ian Ramoso. Kenneth Pua for the tie. He will miss. Q Laure with the rebound. Badiri. Badiri drives. Lefty layup. Miss. Glenn Ocampo to Eli Basig. Eli. Challenged by Paras. Long rebound to Locke. Here's Jonathan Locke. They have an advantage. 3-on-2. Locke. Place broken by the quick hands of Eli Basig. As Ed Balawag and Jerome Ploho checks back in for Regis, for Glenn Ocampo and Eli Basig, while Ryan Bartolome replacing Badiri. Here's on the post. Romulo Paras missing that jumper. MJ Bayang hangs in the air and scores a 2. It's just a 1-point lead separating these two teams. Bartolome, Jonathan Locke fakes, Locke, miss, Paras, offensive rebound, and scores easily over the defense of Kennard Pua. Still a single possession ball game. Ploho with the pick, but he will not be used. Kennard Pua for the tie. Overshoots that one. Here's Deo Natividad. Deo attacking. Deo will be harmed. He will miss that shot. But he will be fouled by Jerome Ploho, his second foul. And this is going to be 2 free throws for Deo Natividad. Deo making the first. Two for Deo. And MJ Bayang continues to impress us with his shooting touch beyond the arc. Q Laure, Ryan Bartolome will miss. Jonathan Locke, long rebound. Romulo Paras. Romulo Paras on that drive, and that will be an offensive foul. Dipping that elbow and shoulder. There will be no challenge. MJ Bayang. Balawag. Missing that one. Grapel with a finger roll. And the lead is back with Regis. Deo Natividad pulls up a jumper. He will miss. Keanu Laure. And it's Bayang. Bayang against Paras. Bayang will overshoots that one. Romulo with the rebound. Paras to Bartolome. Jonathan Locke for the lead. Keanu Laure offensive rebound. He spins. What a move. Ryan Bartolome getting that miss. MJ Bayang pulls up a 3. Bang! And a 4-point lead by Regis. Bartolome. Cross court to Laure. Entry pass. And Paras will be fouled by Kennard Pua. And a timeout will be called by Magis. Juris will be coming back after the break. ball game. It's another MJ Bayang show for the Regis. Romulo Paras missing the free throw. Specialty for Romulo Paras. As Badini checks back in for Deo Natividad. This is a tall lineup. MJ Bayang foul before the shot.
Issue foul on number 4, Nicholas Badiri.
Second foul on, second personal foul on Batiri. And second team foul. Here's a pull-up three, short, long rebound to Kenneth Pua. Eli Basig, this is gonna be big. And last touch will be on Joel Aliling. Magis Juris need not to hurry up their shot. Keanu Laure for the tie. Bartolome, offensive rebound. And that will be 2 shots for Ryan Bartolome. Foul on Joel Aliling, his second personal, and the third team foul for Regis. Oh, in and out on that free throw. Ryan Bartolome cutting the lead to just 2. And this is a close ball game coming into the last 2 minutes to the twilight zone of this ball game. Bayang kicks out. Glenn Ocampo. Bang! The first 3-pointer coming from Glenn Ocampo, coming into at the right time, at the right place. Keanu Laure drives. He will be fouled and he will be shooting 2 free throws. And Dandy Grapel checks in for Kenneth Pua. Keanu Laure missing the first free throw. Specialty 2-possession game. Regis with a 4-point lead. Because Magis Juris doesn't need for a 3, they need an easy 2 inside. They have that advantage in height. Basig short. Paras with the rebound. Badiri loses the leather from the defense of Joel Aliling. MJ Bayang pull up short. Jonathan Locke with the rebound. Here's a 3-on-2. Keanu Laure, Bartolome for 3. Bang! And Regis calling a timeout. But they still lead by 1. We'll be coming back after the break. A minute and 4 remaining here in the final quarter of this last game of the Advocatus League Season 5 of the 38 and above division. MJ Bayang Aliling. Kennard Pua will miss. Bartolome secures that letter. 1 point separating these two teams. Bartolome going for back-to-back. He will miss. Paddleboard the rebound. MJ Bayang driving hard and scores a 2 with 29.9 remaining. Teo Natividad blocked by Tandy Grapel. They don't need to take the shot. Shot clock is now up. What a defense by Tandy Grapel. Magis Juris still 1 foul away from that penalty situation. Both teams have a timeout left. Kennard Pua will be fouled. Now on this inbound, they need to go to their best free throw shooter. Regis calling their last timeout in this ball game. Will stay in the air. The most important thing for Regis is they make a good and proper inbound, making sure that that ball will be properly inbounded. For the Magis Juris, they need to pressure the inbounder, try to get that steal and that quick foul. If ever that they will not get that steal, they still have a timeout. This is still a long way to go, an eternity of basketball with 14.9 seconds remaining. Aliling with the inbound. Kennard Pua getting that ball. Good foul. Good quick foul. Kennard Pua needs to make the first free throw. And he makes the worst. Now to secure the win, he needs to make the second one. This is a 2-possession ball game now. And he makes it. What a come from behind. Ryan Bartolome overshoots that one. And that will be it. A comeback win by Red Keys, courtesy of Bayang. MJ Bayang show. What a win by Regis. So that will be it. 5 games have been done. Advocatus League Season 5, 38 above division will come back next week. And of course, this is presented to you by SportsPlus.ps, Tams and Sams, powered by Kings of the Court. So in behalf of the men and women of the Advocatus League Season 5, 38 above division, this is Coach John saying, good evening and keep smiling, everyone.